Hey guys! So we are now entering crunch time. For this video, I am going to squeeze weeks 14 and 15 in together and just talk about them as a whole because we pretty much did the same thing. So, in this time, I had to finish the novel of Mice and Men with the students. We had 3 chapters left, but it's really hard to finish a book when I only see kids 3 times a week and we only read 2 times a week. I spent every single class up until my very last day reading that book with the kids. And I do actually have the kids listen to an audiobook, but we got through the book and the kids really seemed to like it and they got excited about the endings and sad when parts were sad and you know, just things like that. The kids really seem to like the book and I really think this will be a book that I do in the future. These 2 weeks got so crazy because we were doing makeup air testing, which are basically just the tests that, not basically, they are the tests that the students have to pass in order to graduate, and they take a different set of them throughout all 4 years of high school, and if they don't pass a set, like in their 9th grade year, they had to retake them in their 10th grade year. So that's what was happening. Because my team of teachers had 2 student teachers, there was me and then the social studies teacher, she was a student teacher, our teachers proctored the test for these. So they were out of the classroom all these 2 weeks, doing retakes and stuff like that. So I had the class to myself again and it was great and things went really well, except for the fact that because I had students out of the classroom all the time, I was constantly playing makeup and catch up with these students. I had to make sure that they had an audiobook that they can listen to at home. I had to make sure that they were keeping up with their work. And this was also the time I was hammering home, like, you guys need to get in any missing work, anything that like needs to be turned in. It has to be turned in by, I said, December 8th, or else it's not getting graded. Like, my teacher was not about to grade anything that I assigned, which I don't blame her at all. So I really just kept hammering home, like, you guys gotta turn in your work. You have to turn in your work. I have to have everything by the 8th. And they did okay. There were some kids that just clearly aren't gonna care about turning in late work, but it was just so stressful because I could not, for whatever reason, I did fine all year until these 2 weeks. I could not keep track of due dates. I, for the life of me, could not remember when I had assigned what to which class, due when, and it was just a nightmare. And I have no idea what caused it because I've worked around things like the whole time I had been teaching, and for whatever reason, these 2 weeks, I couldn't keep track. So that was really frustrating. But the kids seemed to do well, like turning in their work for the most part. That whole like not turning in the work thing is so frustrating. And I hate to say that because I did it when I was in high school. I'd be like, I just don't want to, like, I know this is easy, I just don't want to do it. But I don't know. I get it, but it's just so frustrating. Just turn in your work, please. But other than fighting with whatever unforeseen circumstances caused me to like just lose my sense of time in assignments, everything went well. And I was really struggling to not think about the fact that I was about to be done teaching, and that I was gonna have to leave these kids. Like, it was hard. It seemed like the entire semester just went so fast. Like, I was like, I haven't even started teaching. I have 1 week left. So it was kind of hard to think about that. So, like a real adult, I just didn't think about it. I just pushed it out of my mind and I was like, just don't think about it right now. Just don't think about it. Think about it later. Yeah. So I kept myself pretty busy these last 2 weeks and it went alright. I know there wasn't much like content to this, but there really wasn't much happening. I cannot imagine having to do these air retake tests without a student teacher. Like, I don't know how teachers do it. It's insane. Standardized testings, I mean, we all know that. So, other than that, that's all I have for you guys on these weeks. So I will see you in the next one. Bye!